This is Weber Elementary School. It was built in the 1920s and it ran all the way up to 2017, I believe, when it shut down for structural issues. I went here in the 2000s, so this school was my home for a majority of my life. Right next door, there is a church, which is affiliated with the school. And whenever the school was sold, they just left it to rot. And as you can see, it doesn't exactly look 100%. So we're gonna go inside after 6 years of it being left to the elements and time and see what it looks like. Oh, hello. Didn't see you there. This is the main office. This is where all the hustle and bustle of the school happened. Obviously, when there was a desk in here and people, it looked a lot more lively and full. And usually, when you step out of the main office into the main hallway, you get a beautiful, long view to all the classrooms. But over time, the weather and everything has caused the entire ceiling to collapse. This is the auditorium. It's a much more empty and echoey without all of the chairs. There was a PTA conference held in here announcing to all the teachers that they were closing the school. And then whenever they closed the school, they had one final meeting and that was it. This place is practically the exact same as it was left. Of course, with all the extra additions of graffiti and vandalism. All right, so the floor is sunken in right here, which makes me feel like it's not safe to walk on. So we're gonna go through one of the side rooms. This is the library. Obviously, it's not in the best shape. It has sunken straight into the basement. This was one of the main issues that caused the place to shut down. The one was the roof caving in on itself, and the other was the basement not being able to support the school on top of it. So if you got the roof caving in and the floor falling out, yeah, so the library is a no-go. Oh, here's one of the bathrooms. The boys' restroom. Seems Mother Nature is attempting to reclaim this restroom, like much of the school. I don't know what happened to this toilet. I guess someone stole it. As you can see here in this room especially, there's a lot of mold all over the place. This switch might explode the building. This puts a date on the place. The Internet for Teachers. A dummy's guide. Oh my God, I'm gonna trip and kill myself over this Ethernet cord. I'm good. The school was locked up for a while, for at least the first year or so, when everybody assumed that something was gonna happen with it. There were talks of it being a bakery, there were talks of it being a detention center, and there were talks of it just being more residential housing. And any of those things would have been a better outcome than what they let happen. And then at the end of the long hallway, just exits out to the other end of the building. So when the inside of this place didn't look like it does now, if you look straight down the middle, if the front doors are open and those middle doors are open, you could see straight out to the middle. But obviously not anymore. Let's go outside. Somehow this radiator made it outside. I give this a good 2 years before all of them look like this, and then another 2 before the entire awning falls down. When the school was starting to fall in on itself, one of the first things they tried to do was support the roof with wooden beams that were eventually upgraded to metal beams. As you can see right here are a few, but even putting these all the way around the building, it still was not enough to hold up the roof. This used to be this was the hub, or the hub of the school. Entrance from the front, entrance from the back, access to the basement and the 5th grade classes, up there to the rest of them, and then over this way was the gym / cafeteria. This is obviously the worst treated place in the building because it's just been ransacked, destroyed, graffitied, trashed. I'd soon lived in at some point. Yeah, and it doesn't help that one of the main entrances into the building is just broken open. Probably the best, I don't know who did it, but whoever broke in and stole the basketball goal definitely got the best souvenir of the place. I don't know how they did it, but somebody broke in and stole both of the basketball goals. Not just one, both of them. All right, busting out the flashlight for this one. All right, the basement. I don't like it over here. This is storage and also the boiler room. But in here, this is all the machinery and heating pumps and water things, and I don't know what stuff makes a building run, but this is all of it. It's terrifying. It looks like in the basement of an abandoned hospital, and someone's about to come out of that room over there with a chainsaw and chase us out. So let's move on. This is the door room, obviously, because of all the doors. Every school had their door room. This was the storage for the main office and the access to the basement. Yeah, you go all the way through the basement, pop right out back the top, and then you're back at the front.
Time has always been there. It was the beginning, and is going to be the end. It is forever changing, never the same as it was before. It was a minute here, a century there. It saw the creation of everything, and it will see the destruction of all. It is a universal and eternal entity. We regret when we waste it. We wish we had more when we run out of it. However, when we do have it, we don't use it wisely. We waste it, believing that we'll have it forever. We don't realize that eventually it will leave us too. Continuing long after we're gone, it is neither a friend nor an enemy. Time is everlasting. We loved this school, and you took it down. Time took it down. And long after this school is gone, time will be all that remains. Time is everlasting.
Obviously, this contractor didn't do the best job if. Actually, no, I don't have anything.